9th, I'm out here at a piece of public that I have a bunch of cameras at. I brought my retrograde stand out with me just to practice getting in a tree with it. I have my X2s J hooked in. I have the Gamma Pack on the back here. I'll show you guys that right there. I have my stand straps right in there. They're actually from the Hawk Heliums that I had last year. I have my tree stand strap in there. But the Gamma Pack actually has 2 straps on it right here. So you have these 2 buckles right here. I'm using this buckle to hold in my Mondo saddle. Now, come the season, I'll probably be wearing that in with me. But then I have the my other strap holding in my fanny pack right here that has all my stuff in that I need for this little excursion into the woods here. Hopefully I have my SD card reader with me. I know I packed it in here, but I gotta find it. But if not, then I'll just run home and get it quick and come back out. But I'm gonna see what this is like getting in a tree. So, as I said, I'm fairly close to the road right here. All around me, thick as hell in here. But the deer have a really nice trail going through here. So I'm following this trail to my first camera. But as I'm coming along here, there's it's not a, I can't tell if this is a bed. It could be a really nice bed. Imagine there's a lot of beds in here. I know I drove by the one day and I actually saw a doe walking right along the side of the road in thick cover. You're only going to see it if you're looking for them, obviously. But right now they stand out like a sore thumb if they're not really in the thicket because they like that orange color. So I'm going here, check this camera out. Starting to rain a little bit, which is fine by me, honestly. Don't really mind it. It's humid, so it's just like getting a shower out. There is, I think that's probably a little doe bed, honestly. But all around right here, as you can see, it's thick as hell in here. But there's little trails going in and out, so I'm just following them, making my way in, take my first wild game camera, and check it out. All right, so check my first camera right here. It's over a trail, the one I just videoed coming in. A lot of doe on this one. Some little buck, little spikes here and there, but that's about it. This is where I had a picture of that really big, mature buck at in May. But I don't have them on here. I have 3 more cameras right here, and then I have one across on the other side of the road. So I'm gonna check those quick and get out of here because some old mature doe with fawns on this camera right here. Gonna let that thing soak some more. So the full battery life with the Amazon batteries. So everyone who's talking shit on Amazon batteries right now, the alkaline batteries, they last a good amount of time. Yes, in wintertime they might not last as long, but summertime when you get that inventory right now, the perfect batteries are cheap. Get 100 of them for like, I think it was like $21. I got 100 batteries for, and I still have some at the house yet. I'm gonna order some more of those. In wintertime, you got to replace them a little bit more, but well worth the money. All right, so I just checked my second camera. This one, there's a heavy trail going across right here. Don't have a lot of doe. Don't really have a lot of anything on here. But the thing I do have is what I've been looking for. A really nice buck that I saw over here. The other camera actually that I just pulled before this one. I'll post the pictures right here with it. But he's right now, he's a really nice buck. I would take him in a heartbeat. He came from this direction over here, which is where my other camera is. So I'm hoping that he is on that one and my other one. And I have his route down for the summer so I can maybe kill him or harvest him in the early season. But he's a dandy buck. Found his bed right over here, and right over in this stuff right here. Um, so, well, a bed, I would say. One of his beds. He probably has hundreds of beds right here. There's a lot of ag around here. There's a lot of places where he can eat. But there's a good water source right by his bed right here. Heavy trail, does up here. So this could be a good rut spot. 100% good rut spot. But I talked to Ryan Klitsky last year, and he said if you see him in July in that area, he'll probably come back there late in the rut. So this might be one of his spots that he comes to after he has 2 or 3 doe down already. Then he'll come back here for his 4th doe, because the ones I saw are really old, so they probably come in later in the cycle. But I'm gonna go check the other cameras, and fingers crossed that I have more. So I checked my Tasco right there. Apparently the cards, I can't check the card because for whatever reason it's showing up as some kind of blank thing. So just gonna let it soak a little bit longer and go check my. I have a cell cam over here that I don't have turned on. So I'm gonna go check that. But the mock scrape that we have that I put out, actually, it's still there. So I mean, it's still being used apparently. Just don't know what's hitting it, but I'll check that probably close to the season. Just see what's there. Hopefully the big guy's on there. So I just checked my muddy. A lot of doe, small buck, again, fawns, foxes, all that kind of good stuff. This is a really open area right here, but I'm going to move my camera up that way more to where all these deer are coming from and going. So maybe I can put it up there and actually get this bigger buck on camera. So there's a scrape over here and there's a scrape right here. They all come from this area right here, which is where I'm going to be going up in there. They come from this way, which is ag fields up there, and they come across right here and go up in there. So my one camera, the Tasco, is back over that way. My other 2 cameras are like at an angle that way towards the road. So I'm going to go up this way a little bit and see if I can put this muddy. Just came from back in there. You can see they're still using this trail pretty good, and they're eating this stuff down right in there as they walk through here. So they're using it as a staging area probably right up the fields, but then they keep going through right up there. So if there's an opening up there, I can find some rubs or scrapes and every trail and put my cell cam. My cell cam right here, pretty much looking straight down a wide open area. I could set up on either side of this depending. But then if you look down here, down past that, my other muddy camera, my regular SD card is down that way. Actually coming up on the spot, I jumped one. I don't know what it was, one single deer. Could have been a big one, or it could have been just an old doe that didn't have a baby with her, or the fawn could be around here somewhere. But that buck, as you saw in the pictures, was kind of coming up this way. So as you can see behind me, it's a little open right there. But right down this way, I think, and down here a little bit, there's a bunch of rubs, like old rubs, not new rubs, but see what happens. Kind of see, but my SD card camera is like right over there. This is probably about 20 yards from that camera, and his bed was right over there. So there's an opening right here. They come down. Not a heavy trail coming through here, but then when you get down here, there's a crossing. Cross from here down to the water right here. So I put cell cam right here, looking down it. I'll eventually turn my cell cam on, but there's old rubs down there, and I mean, they're pretty good size. So see what happens. I'm gonna get out of here to go check my other camera. Another camera checked right here, regular SD card. In the middle of June, it seemed like there was some good buck crossing through here. But then come July, it was all doe. I think there was one buck in there. I saved the picture. I'll post it up next year. But they all come through right here, and there's ag fields behind me right here. So I'm going to, and it's really thick right here. So I'm going to walk up here, see if there's anything going. It looks like they're all going up towards that way. Midday, late at night, right before like gray light time. But I'm gonna walk up this way and see what's up there. I'm gonna move this camera though, because I know they're coming through here, but I want to see where they're going to. I did find, well, I crossed the road. I did find this little guy here, really gnarly rack actually. I mean that's freaking gnarly right there. But that was hit like I would probably say at least 2 years ago. It's an old one. But he was crossing into the thick stuff that I thought they would be going to.